A dire view of Louisiana's housing market has just come out, showing how many homeowners are struggling to pay off mortgages that may be more than their homes are worth. The Realtor.com assessment is based on factors such as affordability, home equity, and other indicators. The study looked at data from Adam, a real estate analytics firm. It found that of the 50 worst counties for underwater mortgages nationwide, 14 of them were located in Louisiana. The situation affects people trying to sell as well as those trying to stay afloat by paying up their mortgage.
If you see a relatively high share of underwater mortgages, it kind of points to a few things, lower buyer demand, home prices not quite holding up. It points to a situation where homeowners don't have a lot of choices in terms of, selling their home and making enough money to pay back their loan.
The assessment was looking at the third quarter of 2025, a period when the national median home price reached a record $375,000. And nationwide, about 2.5% of mortgages are deemed seriously underwater. But in Louisiana, the percentage is close to 12%, meaning more than 1 out of 10. The median home price in Louisiana.
We dig into the Realtor.com data to see why that might be happening. And some things that we see there is that, home prices have really stagnated in the area. You saw a lot of growth during the pandemic, but you don't see much growth anymore. And demand has also fallen off pretty significantly. And so that kind of rounds out this picture of why, homeowners might be in this position where they're having to consider something like foreclosure, and because they can't, sell their home for enough to pay back their loan.
And in Louisiana, the median home price reached $275,000.
Pretty interesting.